Now, here is a question sent to me by Adam Canning from Franklin, which is very close, Franklin, to where I used to live. And I mean, the place is called Franklin. Frankly, honestly, it is really Franklin, near Birmingham. And Adam asks, he said, Bill, would you consider making a film where you lived in Birmingham, frankly, and thereabouts, where you birdwatched at nearby locations and talk about what's changed and what hasn't, and compare and contrast the birds and wildlife of back then to today. Funny you should say that, Adam. You don't happen to be the commissioning editor of BBC Two or anything, do you? Because that is precisely the pitch, as we call it, the proposal which I put together with a friend of mine who is a producer. Um, and that was just one of the pros, not just to do it around Birmingham, but to go through the 4 or 5 places which I have lived in my time. I started off in industrial Lancashire in Rochdale, and then I moved to the edge of Birmingham. I went to university in Cambridge, and of course I've now lived in London for a long time. But I have birdwatched in all those places, from being, whatever age I was when I first moved there. And that's exactly the series I would be curious to do, to go back to these places, try and remember what it used to be like, see if we can get some black and white film of what it was like, back in the Teddy Boy era, for example, Edge of Birmingham, I think, and have a look at the wildlife now and see if we can figure out whether it's got better or it's got worse. And it could be quite an optimistic series, because although some of the wildlife will have undoubtedly decreased in some places, there are other areas where, because of the activities of conservationists, RSPB, Wildlife Trust, things are better than they used to be. So it's not all doom and gloom. Most of it is, but not all.